Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hope you have an amazing day. Hope you have a great week on iRacing. That's why I'm here. I'm here to present you this track guide so you will have like a better run on Sebring with a Mercedes GT3. Before we even start, if you want to improve at a quicker pace, check out GITGUD I have a lot of courses coaching, but also the academy where I'm helping drivers on a week-to-week basis. So if you're interested into that, link will be in the video description. But now we'll just start with the track guide itself. So for turn one, it's important to align yourself with this wall and with this kink in the wall, because at some point the track opens up a little bit more. When you get to this portion, that's the moment when you're going to be braking. You notice here that there's a little bit more space that you can use because the wall opens up. You want to place the car in this position and then braking. You don't want to brake very hard initially, so softer on the brakes. We just want to keep the front end engaged in fourth gear, still holding the brakes, still holding, still holding, still holding. Basically, you're looking around this cone in the wall. There's an orange cone in the wall, and you want to keep the brakes on up until you get closer to this cone. When you're near the cone, you're going to be smashing the throttle 0-100 very, very aggressively, using all the space here, just like that. And if you're looking on the telemetry, you notice that the braking happens for a long period of time, but it's low percent braking. We keep the minimum speed up, we keep the rotation going, and we also have a good throttle application so that we gain time on the exit here as well. Going into the braking zone for the next one, you want to keep the steering wheel straight. So when you're aligning yourself with these three cones and your car is pointing completely dead center, that's the moment you want to brake. Around 60% brake pressure, and in third gear, you go to second gear when you get much closer to the corner because you don't want to upset the car at initial turn in, and then still holding the brakes on, still holding the brakes on. When you see that this blue and white curve is ending, you want to cut it and add more steering and press 100% on the throttle, just like that. It's almost like you're dancing there, but you're not really mounting completely the curb. You're dancing between the part of the tarmac and the curb. Now for this one, you're gonna go on top of it completely. You will have to drop the throttle a little bit to balance the car out. But when you land, ideally you're gonna be able to add a bit more steering so that you are on the white line and even on the white and blue curb. 100% throttle. When you don't see that curb anymore, you're gonna drop it, add brakes, and here you need patience. Patience is the name of the game, because low percent trail braking, once again, still braking, still on the brakes, still braking, still on the brakes. You see, the moment that you start seeing this orange part of the tires in front of you, that's kind of the moment to push the throttle when this is in the center of your view, and then go 0-100 very quickly. By the way, this was done with the fixed setup, but if you want to go even quicker, check Go Setups out. We also have a 10% discount code, and we're heading towards the hairpin. The hairpin, super important to be efficient on the straight line braking. I'm going to be braking at the 4 cones. So braking here with, threshold braking is the name of the game. We want to keep the brake pressure engaged around 70-80%, still holding the brakes on in second gear, going into first. Cut a lot the curb, but don't put your tires completely into the gravel because you will lose traction. Here you can cut through the gravel and you won't be on off track, you won't lose traction. But if you have a lot of steering lock and you're cutting towards the gravel, you're going to be sliding the rear tires. Going into the next right-hander, we have now a series of right-handers. Reference for braking here will be past the 4 cones, I'm sorry. So closer to the 3 cones, you're already on the brakes. Braking in a straight line, very similar to the hairpin, but the caveat around here is that you want to mount the curb towards the exit. You want to go completely over the curb, but on the exit of it, don't cut in the beginning, the car will just jump forward. 0-100% on the throttle. And for the next one, make sure you're not going towards the left side, so you're traveling a longer distance. Go diagonally into the braking zone, just like that. Before the number 3 cone, you're going to be braking while mounting this curb to open up in third gear, keeping it in third, and then very, very late on the apex. So don't cut the curb early. You can even cut a little bit more than what we did here, but cut it late towards the exit so that you're taking advantage of that throttle application. We're heading towards the last sector, and this is very, very difficult. Number 3 cone here, track usage is key. You want to be in third gear and you want to cut this curb with the right tires, but don't go more than that so the car will bottom out in between. I mean, it's not going to be exactly bottom out, but it will feel lazier to turn if you're turning from cutting the curb, so to speak. So now your car should be in the center left, 100% of the throttle. Now you want to cut completely the curb, point the car into this part of the track. You see there's a lot of you can use, and in third gear, low percent trail braking, using everything on the apex, using everything on your way out. We're heading towards sunset, which is a very, very difficult corner, very difficult to get it right and carry the right amount of speed. The exit is also what matters here, so pretty difficult. You need a series of checkpoints, and the first checkpoint is the braking point. The number 2, around here, you're going to be dropping the throttle and you're going to be start braking, but you're with your steering wheel very close to being centered. Okay, so you're pointing initially, then you don't add more steering, so you can be efficient on the brakes. Your first apex point is the point where this gold line on the right side is turning towards the right. That's your first apex point. You want to hit it with the right tires. Don't go closer to this wall, you're gonna just close your angle. Then your second point is having this white line in the center of the car while still holding the brakes. This is your second checkpoint. Then from this point onwards, we're gonna be trail braking low percent up until you get to this white part of the wall. When the color changes from blue to white, that's the moment that you push the throttle before the bridge. And last checkpoint, I mean second to last, is getting close to this gold line once again when it changes directions. And the last checking point is of course close to the wall. Notice that we press the throttle just once and we press it hard. And in short, that's the lap. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to improve at a quicker pace, GITGUDRacing.com, GITGUD Academy, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye.